This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I will. I can waste it, or I can use it for good.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the work. Yeah, rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Check's big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate. We ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the work.
What I do today is very important.
You know I be on the work.
Because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the work. Yeah, man, we coming for them bags that they said I couldn't have, get the team. I got a vision for the things you ain't believe. And here's the motto, hard work, this over everything.
When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place I have traded for it.
But we ain't letting up, we never done that. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. 'Cause I be on the work.
I want it to be gain, not loss, good, not evil,
You know I be on the work.
success, not failure, in order that I shall not forget the price I paid for it.
Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 American Heart Association Paul Bear Bryant Awards. Please welcome your host, Dusty Dvorak, college football analyst.
Yeah! Good evening and welcome to Houston, Texas for the 40th Annual American Heart Association's Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Awards presented by Memorial Hermann. I'm Dusty Dvorak, and it's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate the best of the best in college football coaching. While we honor 8 finalists for Coach of the Year tonight, we'll also recognize one of college football history's greatest minds, the late Coach Mike Leach, with the Heart of a Champion Award. We'll present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Tennessee's legendary coach, Philip Fulmer. We'll also celebrate the achievements of an individual who prior to this season had no head coaching experience at the FBS level with the Newcomer of the Year Award. For 40 years, the American Heart Association has joined with Bryant family to raise awareness and funding for the fight against heart disease and stroke. And all of you here tonight in Houston and those watching at home can play a part in this fight. You can text Bryant Awards 26 to 41444 to donate. Or scan the QR code on your screen to support the fight to save lives. And be sure to follow us across social media at Bryant Awards for behind-the-scenes coverage of tonight's event. Before we get things kicked off, I want to recognize some important people who are with us tonight. To Bear's grandson, Mark, his wife, Lissa, and their son, Paul, we are pleased to dedicate this night to the memory and legacy of Bear. Okay. Okay, let's start handing out some hardware. FAN is short for fanatic. And with more than 16,000 votes cast in just 3 months for their head coach, one fan base has definitely earned the title. Please join me in welcoming to the stage from fan favorite sponsor Accenture, Sandra Ruman and Tamara Fields.
Thanks, Dusty. The Fan Favorite Award is appropriately named because it's the only one given tonight that's completely decided by you, the fans. You showed up once again this year. Fans from all over the country cast their votes, rallied all their message boards, and made sure their coaches felt the love.
And when the final votes were in, one coach rose to the top. The 2025 Bear Bryant fan favorite coach of the year is Bob Chesney of James Madison University.
First, let me just say what an impactful room this is. I thought this was an award ceremony. I did not realize the impact we are all making here today. So please give yourself a round of applause for knowing how much you're doing here. This really isn't a coach's award, right? This is a community award. And I think that over in the Shenandoah Valley in Harrisonburg, Virginia, lies the greatest group of 5 fan base in the United States of America, and that's for certain. Day after day, they show up. There's not a game that goes by that's not sold out in that town. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, you should get there and have a chance to see them throwing streamers and just the excitement that goes around with that team. So this definitely isn't won by any coach, but ultimately from that community. There's one more person I want to thank and ultimately thank for her commitment to this. That was my Aunt Claudia Gogol, who went on Facebook every single day and relentlessly pestered everyone to make sure that they voted for her nephew on this. But on a serious note, this is not an individual award. Obviously, this is a community award, and I'll greatly accept this on behalf of JMU Nation. Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach Chesney, the first ever back-to-back fan favorite award winner. When we come back, we'll recognize 2 pioneers of the sport and soon find out who will take home the Bear Bryant Award for Coach of the Year.
Coming up next, the 2025 Newcomer Coach of the Year Award.
Welcome back to the 2026 American Heart Association's Paul Bear Bryant Awards, presented by Memorial Hermann. The 2025 season was exciting, to say the least. The 8 gentlemen you're about to meet led their teams to new heights of success and provided drama and intrigue throughout the season. Let's meet our 2025 Coach of the Year finalists.
Listen up. It's not about them, it's about us. So make it about the football and make it about us.
We got a mentality and a mindset to change. We don't lose that hope. Everybody understand that? Yes, sir.
Not gonna make it quick and easy. One play at a time.
You have to be the more physical team. You have to be the more focused team. That's the whistle. You walk off this field with a W.
Congratulations, coaches. We'll hear from each of them in just a few minutes. But right now, it's time to hand out another award. And to help us do that, I would like to welcome one of the newest members of the Bear Bryant Awards leadership team from Socium Advisors, Justin Boving.
The only recognition of its kind in college football. The Bear Bryant Newcomer Coach of the Year Award celebrates the achievement of an individual who has not had any previous head coaching experience at the FBS level. This season, 17 schools put their trust in first-time head coaches. There was a great success among those guys, but one really stood out. Let's meet this year's Bear Bryant Newcomer Coach of the Year.
Tonight, we celebrate one of college football's most remarkable breakthrough stories. A season defined by belief, leadership, and transformation. The Paul Bear Bryant Newcomer Coach of the Year Award honors a head coach in his first season at the FBS level, whose impact is felt immediately, profoundly, and unmistakably. This year, that honor belongs to a coach who engineered one of the greatest turnarounds in college football history. Kennesaw State University head coach Jerry Mack.
Hell of a job preparing from day one all the way to now. Let's make sure we start this thing and finish it the right way. You got to understand? Yes, sir.
In just his first year leading the Owls at the FBS level, Jerry Mack delivered what many believed was impossible. After a 2-10 finish in the program's inaugural FBS season, Mack guided Kennesaw State to a stunning 10-4 record and a Conference USA championship, producing perhaps the most dramatic turnaround in the nation this season. Those 10 victories placed Kennesaw State in rare company, becoming just the 4th program ever to win 10 or more games in its second year of FBS reclassification, and marking the 7th largest year-over-year improvement in college football history. Along the way, the Owls defeated 5 teams with winning records and earned votes in both the Associated Press and USA Today Top 25 polls. A testament to consistency, toughness, and belief. Founded in 2015, Kennesaw State football is still a young program, but under Jerry Mack's leadership, it showed the poise, discipline, and confidence of a seasoned contender. His ability to build culture, inspire players, and maximize opportunity culminated in a historic postseason appearance at the Myrtle Beach Bowl, closing a season that will forever define the Owls' rise. For his extraordinary success, Coach Mack was also named Conference USA Coach of the Year, further cementing his impact on the national stage. But the Newcomer Coach of the Year award recognizes more than wins. It honors leadership, resilience, and the courage to take a program somewhere it has never been before. Values embodied by Coach Mack throughout this unforgettable season. Tonight, we honor a coach who's turned belief into results, opportunity into achievement, and vision into history. Please join us in congratulating the 2025 Paul Bear Bryant Newcomer Coach of the Year Award recipient, Jerry Mack, head coach of Kennesaw State University.
2025 Paul Bear Bryant Newcomer Coach of the Year is Jerry Mack of Kennesaw State.
First of all, I want to give an honor to God, who's the head of my life. Without him, none of this could be possible. In 2024, I had the opportunity to coach in the National Football League, and a lot of people ask me, why did you come back to college? And this is the reason I came back to college. The things that we did at Kennesaw State University, the alignment from our university, from our president, from our athletic director, it was just impeccable. I had to take that opportunity to come back and lead men. And that's what I feel like my God-given opportunity was to do. I want to say thank you to our athletic director and our president, Milton Overton and Kathy Swag. I want to say thank you to our team, to the players, to the football coaches, to our administration, everyone that truly believed that this place could be special. I constantly talked about we could be as good as we want to be, as fast as we want to be. And that's what we proved in 1 year, to try to turn this thing around. And not only do that, but also to try to continue to build some stability. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank my family, Starlet Mack, Jackson Mack, Jaden Mack, and Skylar Mack. I've dragged those 4 people across the United States for the last 21 years. And they had to be some kind of perseverance and toughness. That is the epitome of it right there. So I just want to say thank you to my family. Thank you to Kennesaw State. Go Owls.
What an incredible job Coach Mack did this first season at Kennesaw State. 10 wins and a Conference USA championship. Congratulations, Coach Mack. We've got more awards to give out when we return to Houston and the 2026 Bear Bryant Awards right after this commercial break.
Coming up next, the 2026 Heart of a Champion Award.
Welcome back. We're ready to jump into one of the most meaningful moments of the night. This next award celebrates a coach whose impact went far beyond wins and losses, and whose one-of-a-kind personality truly transcended the game. To help us present it, please join me in welcoming Marketing President from St. Luke's Health, Michael Lawson. Hey, Mike.
Thank you, Dusty. And it's a privilege to be here tonight on behalf of St. Luke's Health as well as Common Spirit Health to present an award that means a great deal to us. The Bear Bryant Heart of a Champion Award recognizes individuals whose contributions and influence to help define football makes a big difference. And I think we can all agree there has never been anyone in college football quite like Mike Leach. He was a coach, he was a strategist, he was also a storyteller, and even sometimes he was a great philosopher. Now, beyond the quotes and the quirks, he was a man who truly cared about his family, and I had a chance to meet his wife, Sharon, and the family, and they're just beautiful people. He deeply cared about his team, he deeply cared about his staff, and he truly cared about the sport of football and how he helped shape it. His influence is still felt across the nation on the football field. So tonight, we want to honor his legacy. So let's take a look back at the life and impact of Coach Mike Leach.
Mike Leach, one of the most innovative minds in college football history, is recognized as the Paul Bear Bryant Heart of a Champion Award recipient for his larger-than-life impact on the sport and the lives he touched. He passed away in December 2022 at the age of 61 after suffering a heart attack, making this tribute all the more poignant. Leach revolutionized offensive football, developing the air raid system, transforming passing attacks across the college landscape, and redefining how the game is played. During his stints at Texas Tech, Washington State, and Mississippi State, his teams posted more than 150 victories over 21 seasons, broke records, and delivered high-octane excitement for fans and players alike. Throughout his career, Leach's teams compiled a 158-106 record and notched 18 wins over AP-ranked opponents when his team was unranked. The most such wins since the AP poll began in 1998. 3 of his quarterbacks went on to the NFL. But perhaps what resonates most is the way Mike Leach transcended the game. The Heart of a Champion Award recognizes individuals whose positive influence defines how we experience sport and how we carry sport into life. His coaching style was bold and unconventional, yet his commitment to his players, to innovation, and to community left a legacy of respect and admiration. A graduate of Brigham Young University, Leach came to college football with an unconventional background and turned it into a career built on courage, creativity, and character. He proved again and again that resources don't define outcomes and that innovation and adaptability can outmatch tradition.
It is my great honor to recognize Mike Leach as the recipient of the 2026 Bear Bryant and Heart of a Champion Award. Accepting on behalf of Mike, please welcome the 2022 Bear Bryant Award winner, former Leach assistant, and current TCU head coach, Sonny Dykes, and his wife.
Well, thank you. It is my honor and privilege to get to give Sharon Leach this award on behalf of all the players, coaches, fans of college football. Mike was an incredibly special person that impacted this game in so many different ways. His impact on the game is still being felt today. And so I just want to say thank you, Sharon, for loaning him to us all these years. Thank you for loaning him to football. He had such a huge impact. Really changed my life, the opportunity he gave me and countless coaches and players. So on behalf of the Bear Bryant Award, I want to congratulate you on behalf of everybody. Thank you. Congratulations, Sharon.
Such a special and deserving moment for a one-of-a-kind coach. Please don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll honor a Tennessee legend and hear from our 2025 Coach of the Year finalists.
Coming up next, the 2026 Lifetime Achievement Award.
Welcome back for our next award, one that honors a true legend of our sport. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Ann Neeson, Executive Vice President and CEO of the Memorial Hermann Foundation, representing tonight's presenting sponsor.
All right.
Coach.
The next award honors a coach whose career truly speaks for itself. National and conference championships, a legacy shaped by hard work, heart, and lots of wins, lots of wins. He's a leader who lifted his program to new heights and who left an impact on the sport that will be felt for truly generations. Let's meet the 2026 Bear Bryant Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Coach Philip Fulmer.
A true giant of college football. A leader whose impact has shaped generations of players, coaches, and fans. This year's Paul Bear Bryant's Lifetime Achievement Award recipient is a man whose legacy continues to echo across Rocky Top. Coach Philip Fulmer. A Tennessee native through and through, Philip Fulmer's journey began in Winchester. As an offensive lineman for the Volunteers from 1969 through 1971, Fulmer embraced the values of toughness, loyalty, and teamwork, values that would define his entire coaching career. After his playing days, he stayed home, serving as a student assistant, graduate assistant, and longtime assistant coach before being named the head coach at the University of Tennessee in 1992. Over the next 17 seasons, Coach Fulmer built the Volunteers into a national powerhouse. His teams delivered a remarkable 152 wins, the 1997 and 1998 SEC championships, and of course, the unforgettable 1998 perfect season that culminated in the inaugural BCS National Championship as Tennessee defeated Florida State in the Fiesta Bowl. It was a moment that united a fan base, elevated a program, and cemented Philip Fulmer's place among the sport's all-time greats. But Fulmer's success wasn't defined by trophies alone. Under his leadership, Tennessee became a pipeline of elite talent, producing more than 90 NFL players, 70 first-team All-SEC selections, and 19 first-team All-Americans. Known as one of the nation's premier recruiters, he brought the brightest stars to Knoxville, and built teams grounded in discipline, preparation, and trust. At home, Neyland Stadium was a fortress. During Fulmer's tenure, the Vols amassed an astounding 88-19 home record, thrilling more than 100,000 fans on countless autumn Saturdays. But beyond the wins, his players speak most about the values he instilled: how to compete, how to lead, and how to carry themselves as men. The Paul Bear Bryant Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes more than on-field accomplishment. It honors coaches who embody integrity, who develop character in their athletes, and who leave the game better than they found it. Coach Fulmer's career reflects those ideals at every step. His influence extends from the locker room to the community, from Tennessee to every corner of college football. And tonight, we celebrate that lifetime of impact.
Thank you. I am deeply honored to be here this evening and representing the University of Tennessee and so many great young men and coaches that we had an opportunity to coach and be a part of their lives. I have great appreciation for the coaching profession and what it's done for me and my family and so many families that athletics in general touch along the way. I say a hearty congratulations to all the coaches here being honored tonight, but most of all I want to say thank you to my wife Vicki for living in the life of so many young men, and to my family and friends that have supported us all along the way there. So thank you very much for this evening, very much.
Congratulations, Coach Fulmer. When we come back, we'll meet and chat with our finalists and announce the winner of the American Heart Association's Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. Please stay with us.
Coming up next, the 2025 American Heart Association Paul Bear Bryant Awards finalists.
Welcome back to the 2026 American Heart Association's Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Awards presented by Memorial Hermann. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage this year's finalists for Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. Representing James Madison, Coach Bob Chesney. From Indiana, Kurt Signetti. From Texas A&M, Mike Elko. Virginia's Tony Elliott. Vanderbilt's Clark Lee. And representing West Texas from Texas Tech, Joey McGuire. You guys can sit down, take a seat. Welcome and congratulations to all of you for such outstanding seasons and the impact I know you have on so many of your players. I'm going to start with you, Coach Signetti. 16-0. First time that's happened since 1894. First ever national championship in Indiana history. You've had a couple of days. Have you had time to reflect on exactly what you and your team accomplished this season?
In this world of college athletics, not really. Great accomplishment. We met every challenge because we prepared the right way. I mean, we controlled the controllables, eliminated noise and clutter. We stacked meetings, days, and practices. Had the right mindset, put it on the field, play 1 to 150, and this team played like we asked them to play, you know, in terms of the one play at a time, 6 seconds, fast, physical, relentless, smart, disciplined, poised, no affected success or failure, never ever satisfied, not playing to the circumstances of the game. So, you know, you get the right people in your organization, you got a blueprint and a plan, you have consistency day in, day out, anything is possible, no self-imposed limitations.
Incredible, remarkable season at Indiana. Remarkable. I'm going to go to Coach Chesney next.
Yep.
2 fantastic years at James Madison. Now you move on to UCLA to take over that program. And the expectation, by the way, is exactly what the gentleman sitting next to you did.
Yeah. Yep.
How do you take that success from James Madison and carry that to Westwood and build that UCLA program?
Yeah, well, I think for me, you know, it's not just about the James Madison process. It's been, you know, going back to my first time as a head coach of a Division III, then a Division II, then a FCS, then James Madison. There's so many things that will remain true regardless of where you take over. And then there's so many that have to change, you know, that can't stay exactly the same. There's no exact recipe. But we know what our non-negotiables are. We know what we're trying to accomplish every single day. You have to play physical. You have to play tough. There's no question about it. You have to have a quarterback that could produce and handle the pressured situations. You got to play good defense. You got to fly to the ball. There's a million things in there that you got to do. And then you have to inspire them as coaches, I think, every single day. I haven't seen a lot of people score points or make plays really tense and really tight and scared. I think they have to have a lot of belief in themselves and no, you know, limitations put on their what they believe that they could do, and they just have to go out there and be inspired and do it every single day. Trust the guy next to them and continue to play their best football. And I think that's what you have to be able to establish every day in practice and every single time you take that field. So ultimately for us, I think there's a lot of things that will remain the same and many that will be very different.
I love it. Can't wait to see what it looks like at UCLA. Coach Elko, congratulations to you. Great season. Big jump from year 1 to year 2, 11-1 regular season, college football playoff. As you look back at your season, what will you guys have to do to take that next step?
Yeah, I think it's consistency. I think at times this year we played outstanding football. I think we did that for a really long time. I think there were times this year where we weren't able to play as consistent as we needed to keep going, right? And when you make the playoff, you ultimately want to end by lifting the big trophy that Coach was able to do. And I think to do that, it's a natural step in our progression. And I think we got to have a great offseason and go back to work this spring, this summer, and continue to build on what we did this fall. Whoop!
I don't know if you realize there's a couple of Aggies in the house tonight.
It's a good thing having this event down in Houston. It's always great to have the Aggies out here for sure.
Coach Elliott, your 4th year at Virginia. You guys had 11 wins. You make the ACC championship game. As many wins this season as you had your first 3. First 11-win season in Virginia football history. What was the key as you look back for you guys to make this big jump in year 4 and have the success you had?
Yeah, it was a combination of the guys that have been there from the beginning, that persevered through the tremendous tragedy that we experienced at the end of 22, to be able to welcome in the newcomers and become a team, provide great leadership, and then have the commitment level to, just as these other coaches have said, just focus on what you can control, one day at a time, one play at a time, and just go 1-0 daily.
That's great. Coach Lee, they've been playing football at Vanderbilt for, I believe, 122 years. You guys just capped off the first ever 10-win season. Yeah. Incredible. All these coaches are incredible. That's your alma mater, though. What did that mean to you that you've been able to do that at the program where you wore the uniform?
Yeah, maybe just to start by saying to share the stage with these guys is quite an honor, and I'm blown away with the work they do. And you know, obviously, we're hard at work in Nashville. It's my hometown. It's my alma mater, as you say. And yeah, I'm just crazy enough to go home and realize that when you're not having success early on there, it's like, okay, well, where else can I go? But you know, through the perseverance and hard work of a lot of people, this story becomes less about Vanderbilt and more about the people that signed on to our mission, that kind of stand shoulder to shoulder with me as we fight to do what the world sees as impossible. These people have been inspired to join in on that. And I'm here in honor of them, honestly. It's special to be home. It's special to be a alma mater, but it's more special to work with people that are on the mission and inspired every day, and that's what keeps me going.
Love it. Coach McGuire. Coach McGuire, who always brings the juice, so you're going to have it tonight. First ever Big 12 championship at Texas Tech. That was your goal when you took that job. You've gotten there. West Texas, Lubbock, it's a special place. What did this season mean to West Texas and Lubbock?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a university in the country that's more aligned, from the president to our board of regents to our boosters, everything that we have going on. And the fan base is absolutely incredible. The cards, the letters, the stories that have been told to me that how many guys became football fans because their dads took them to games. I had a guy that had a heart attack before the Big 12 championship, so he watched it in the hospital. Just how many people were so proud of what we did. And, it's incredible to share it with such great people. That's the thing about West Texas. The people out there are they're different. They're extremely proud of where they're from. They're hard workers, and they love their football. And, I'm a proud Texan, and I was really happy to bring a Big 12 championship to Texas Tech, and, man, just honored to be the head coach. And like Coach said, man, how lucky are we to be here tonight? We say that all the time in our building. We get to do this. There's a lot of people that don't get to do what we get to do, and so I just want to remind everybody in here, how lucky are we to be in this moment right now.
I just want to say I agree with Coach Lee. It's a privilege to be up on stage with you guys. My high school coaches, my college coaches impacted me in a profound way. And I know you guys know this, but you're impacting guys each and every day. We appreciate your success on the field, but even more so off the field. Thank you all for being here tonight. We will be right back to reveal our 2025 Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year winner.
Coming up next, the 2025 American Heart Association Paul Bear Bryant Awards winner.
Welcome back to the 2026 American Heart Association's Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Awards, presented by Memorial Hermann. The Bear Bryant Coach of the Year Award is voted on by members of the National Sports Media Association, the Bear Bryant Awards Executive Leadership Team, and past Coach of the Year Award winners. The results are verified by Weaver. I am pleased to welcome to the stage grandson of Coach Bear Bryant, Mark Bryant Tyson, from the National Sports Media Association, Executive Director Dave Gorin, and board member Jimmy Quander, and from Weaver, Karen Uline. Hey, Mark.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Dave.
How are you,
Good having you. Mark, will you please do the honors?
First, I want to thank everybody for keeping my grandfather's name alive. It's just an honor to be a part of this, here to be 63 years old and talk about your grandfather. And he literally was in the hospital and had a heart attack and died. So think about what all y'all have done. It's just been remarkable for the Heart Association. We thank you for what you've done, lives you've saved. That just doesn't happen anymore. And I want to thank these coaches for what they do for young men. I mean, I know the hard work that goes in, and for the wives of the coaches. It's a family event, and what y'all do to raise men out of boys coming to college and leave, I appreciate what all y'all do for college football. Is there any question? I will say this year, I did look at a stat that this coach's team went 6-112 against top 10 teams. And this year, they were 6-0 against top 10 teams. The coach of Indiana, Coach Cignetti.
Thank you. Well, look, this is a team award, and I'd like to thank, our seniors who were outstanding in their leadership on this football team. All successful organizations are all about people. You got to have the right people on the bus, wrong people off the bus. Got to have the right guys upstairs in the office, coaches in the locker room. Then as a leader, you're trying to create an environment where they can thrive. You got to have a blueprint and a plan and a process. High standards, expectations, consistency day in, day out. Get everybody to think alike, especially as you get closer to the season. Be able to handle success during the season. But this is a tremendous award. Bear Bryant, one of the legends of the game. A couple of famous Bear Bryant sayings. I've never been anything but a winner, which he's never been anything but a winner. And he could beat yours with his and beat his with yours. And that was Bear Bryant, but truly much more than a coach. And, this is a great honor. But back to us a little bit. We were much more than a team. We accomplished something that a lot of people didn't think was possible. I think it was a great lesson that everyone can draw from. Be a tremendous movie one day, I'm sure, where you are, where you just had a lot of guys with high character, great leadership traits, intelligent, buy into a vision, work hard, prepare right, stack days and meetings, go into games prepared with the right mindset, put it on the field, play 1-150 like we wanted them to play, and found a way on the road in tight games. And, it doesn't hurt to have a quarterback that won the Heisman, that played his very, very best football when the game was on the line, and did something that no one thought was possible. And that the last two national champions that went undefeated in football and basketball are Indiana football and Indiana basketball, Bobby Knight, 50 years apart. So we're grateful, we're humbled. I'd like to thank our president, Pam Whitten, for the commitment that she has made to being successful in football, Scott Dolson, for his efforts, our assistant coaches, who are tremendous, strength and conditioning staff, recruiting department, everybody in the entire organization has done such a tremendous job this season. And thank you. I'm deeply humbled by this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone here in Houston and to all of you watching from around the country. And a special thank you to our sponsors and every attendee who makes this night possible. It has been a remarkable evening, and if you haven't already, please take a moment to support the life-saving mission of the American Heart Association by scanning the QR code on your screen or texting Bryant Awards 26 to 41444. We look forward to seeing you next year for the 41st American Heart Association Paul Bear Bryant Awards. For now, good night from the Post Oak Hotel in Houston.